The thing in the mirror. Jenna hated the full-length mirror in her bedroom. She had inherited it from her grandmother, but there was something about its old, cracked frame that unnerved her. One night, as she brushed her hair in front of the mirror, she noticed her reflection was slightly off. The movements didn't perfectly sync with her own, and the eyes of the reflection seemed darker, almost hollow. She blinked and rubbed her eyes, but when she looked again, the reflection was gone entirely. As panic set in, Jenna turned around to face the rest of her empty room, but when she glanced back at the mirror, her reflection was there again, except now it was smiling. Slowly, it raised a hand and waved. Jenna's own hand stayed still by her side. She realized, too late, that whatever was in the mirror was no longer just a reflection. The whispers from below. Kyle had lived in his apartment for a year, but only recently had he started hearing the whispers. They started at night, just as he was falling asleep. A faint, almost imperceptible sound, like someone murmuring beneath the floorboards. At first he thought it was just his imagination, or maybe neighbors in the apartment below. But the voices grew louder, clearer. They were calling his name. One night, Kyle got out of bed and knelt down on the cold floor, pressing his ear to the wood. The voices were coming from deep below, not from an apartment, but from something else. He grabbed a flashlight and pried open a loose floorboard. Beneath the wood was a tunnel, pitch black and seemingly bottomless. The whispers rose up, louder now, and distinctly angry. As Kyle shone the light into the void, something crawled up from the darkness, something with too many limbs and eyes that gleamed with hunger. The face in the window. Marie lived on the third floor of a quiet apartment building. It was a good neighborhood and she felt safe. That was, until she started noticing the face in the window. It was always there, at night, staring in at her from the other side of the glass. At first, she thought it must be her imagination. No one could be outside her window on the third floor. But the face became clearer each night. Pale skin, hollow eyes, and a mouth that seemed to whisper her name. She tried to ignore it, but every time she looked at the window, it was closer. One night, she gathered the courage to approach. Heart pounding, she reached for the curtain and yanked it open. The face was gone. But before she could sigh with relief, there was a soft tapping behind her. Marie turned slowly to find the face, no longer in the window but standing inches behind her.